Kia ora, tēnā koutou, welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. I'm a short, overweight, middle-aged white dude. I've got thinning brown hair, black glasses. I'm wearing a light grey t-shirt with the words bad spellers of the world untied on it because my wife thinks it's hilarious because I'm such a bad speller. And I'm standing in front of a Tesla Model S 2017 in lovely Auckland, Aotearoa, New Zealand, because in this video we're going to have a look at the key fob for the Teslas. Now you might be wondering, first of all, Lee, don't you normally drive a Tesla Model Y? Well, I do, but we're here visiting family, and I thought while we're here it'd be cool to rent out a Tesla Model S 2017, and if you'd like to see more about that, I've got separate videos about the rental experience, driving a 2017 Tesla in 2023 and all that good stuff. But let's get back to why we're here in this video. We're going to be looking at the key fob. Now the key fob doesn't actually come with Teslas anymore. In fact, if you go to the Australia or New Zealand website, you can't even purchase this. And when I say I can't purchase it, I mean it's not even there. It's not out of stock, it's just not there. The only thing you can purchase actually is the cover that you get for the key fob, which is kind of pointless without the key fob, but let's get into it. So the first thing you'll notice about the key fob is that it actually looks like the little Model S Tesla. It's like a little model of the Model S. So that's kind of cool. It says on the bottom here Model S for this one. I believe depending on which model you get it for, it will say which one you've got it for. There's a little flap in here where the battery goes, and that seems to be all there is to it. So the first real thing that the fob is really good for is that when you walk up to the car with this in your pocket, the car will automatically unlock, and when you walk away from the car, it'll automatically lock itself. And I do find this a lot more reliable than using the Tesla app on my phone. So with my phone, which is what I use with my Tesla Model Y, I walk up to the car, probably 8 out of 10 times it works, but 2 out of 10 times it doesn't work, and I've actually got to go into the app and unlock it. Of course, originally the Model Ys and Model 3s nowadays come with this key, which I always recommend having one in your wallet or something, just in case you can't actually access the vehicle with your phone, or your phone battery dies or something like that. But there are actually quite a lot of features of the fob that may not be obvious, because there are actually buttons all over the fob. So for example, if I push once on the key fob, that will lock the car, and if I push twice on the roof of the key fob, that will unlock the car. Also, if you want to open up the boot or trunk, you double click on the back of the key fob, and that'll automatically open up the boot for you. You double click again, and that'll close the boot. Then if you want to open up the front of the car, you can double click on the front of the key fob, and that'll open up the front. But because it's not automatic, now I have to, like an animal, go up to the car and open it and close it. Always remembering to push with 2 hands on either side of the front of the frunk to close it. Another feature that not a lot of people may not be aware of is, because the key fob is battery operated, you might be wondering, well, what happens if the battery runs out? Well, there's actually a little like NFC type thing. I don't know if it is NFC, but a little thing that allows you to actually unlock the car even if the battery in the key fob is flat. So what you do is you take the key fob and you put it sort of somewhere here around the windscreen wiper, and I'm not quite sure where it is, but basically you just sort of feel your way around, and that will then unlock the car for you even if the battery is dead. And then what you do to start the car up is just in front of the center console, there's a little place there where you can just sort of move the key around, and that'll detect it, and that will allow you to start the car. So even if the battery in the key fob dies, you can still use it to open and start the car. So those are the basic functions of the key fob, but there are a couple of really cool ones that you may not be aware of. So you can actually use the key fob to summon your vehicle, which means you can move the vehicle backwards or forwards. Now, first of all, you do need to go into the settings, and where the setting is to have, you have to constantly press the button to have that turned on. You have to go into the settings and switch that off so that you don't have to constantly press the button to use summon. And then the way that you use it is you hold down on the roof of the key fob until your lights and your hazard lights flash, and then you just push once on the front of the car on the key fob, and hey presto, the car moves forward. You then push once again anywhere on the key fob and the car will stop. Same thing works with reverse. So if I hold down on the roof of the key fob wait for the lights to go on and the indicators to flash, push once on the back of the vehicle, and it will then reverse. You then push once again and the car will stop. Now, for this demonstration purpose, I've actually set it so it will only summon sort of 2 or 3 meters in either direction, you know, safety. As cool as that feature is, I actually wouldn't have that turned on because I like to have the function that I have to keep pressing on the button in the app for summon, just so I know that anytime I lift my finger, the car will stop and I'm not panicking that I'm going to lose control or something. But then again, I'm a little bit paranoid in general. Now you might look at the key fob and go, oh, well, I wonder if the button on the side here is there's a button to sort of open up the charge port. Unfortunately, there is no button on the side, but you can open the charge port with the key fob. All you have to do is make sure that the car is unlocked. So we're unlocked, and then just hold down on the back button on the key fob, and the charge port opens. So those are all the features that I know of, at least, that you can do with the key fob. So it's actually a lot more functional than it may appear when you just look at it. Now, in terms of summation, would I actually get the key fob? Well, me, no, I wouldn't, but it all depends on how you like to use your keys. So I really like the fact that my phone is the key for the car because I don't have to carry keys. In fact, the only reason why I carry keys is because I've got a home key. In fact, we're looking at getting like an electronic lock for our front door, and then I won't have to carry keys at all. So I really like that fact, and the fact that I don't carry keys at all is a big selling point for me. If I had a key fob, it would just be another thing that I would carry that obviously I'd put my keys on, but it's another thing to put in my pockets and another thing to carry. Of course, as I said, the key fob is a lot more accurate in terms of unlocking the car and opening the car whenever you walk up, and the phone is about 80% accurate, but 80% is good enough for me, and it's not that much of an inconvenience that I'd be willing to get the key fob and use the key fob. So for me, I probably wouldn't get a key fob, but for you, once they're available, maybe it'll work and maybe it'll fit into your lifestyle. I hope that's been useful. I hope that's been helpful. If you have found this video helpful or useful, please like and subscribe. If you have subscribed already, I really appreciate your support. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. Safe and happy driving. I pushed record on there, but I didn't push record on there. Now it's recording. Red thing around the thing saying record?
Yeah.
Yeah. Woohoo!
I'm a professional.
I'll just do that again without a car driving in front of us. Ah.
Come over here. But then you're back where you were.
Okay. It would have been better if it worked, wouldn't it? Son of a... That would have been great if it worked. Kia ora. Bloody rain! Seriously? Okay, no, we're gonna... Okay, well, I'll do what I can. Kia ora, tēnā koutou. I'm Lee, welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. I'm a short, overweight, middle-aged white dude. I've got thinning brown hair, black glasses. I'm wearing a grey t-shirt. I'm standing in the rain because it's raining, and now we're going to stop filming and go inside.